And look at this. This is the street we always walk on in the evening. That's completely packed. Right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's completely deserted. Everything is closed in the morning. Looks like the vendors are just now opening their shops. It seems that a lot of businesses here, especially restaurants, stay open till midnight, then don't reopen till 9 or 10 in the morning. So it seems that Turks are a nocturnal people. They start hitting the streets late afternoon, early evening, then stay out till around midnight, and don't open their businesses till around 9 or 10 in the morning. Yet they wake up to pray at 5:30, so I don't know what they're doing with all that time in between. Completely different lifestyle here. But I'm hoping that at least I'll be able to find something to eat.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Where are you from? Polska.
O, dzień dobry.
Ewa oder Jola? Chcesz zobaczyć?
Maybe.
This chocolate. This chocolate.
This one too, chocolate.
This apple.
This is apple?
Apple. This orange.
Uh-huh.
This grape.
Yeah, you look nice today. Oh my god, yes, finally! Just got my swim trunks back so I can finally try out the hotel pool. Okay, thank you. Because I heard one last night that sounded like a woman's voice. So last night I pointed out how the call to prayer was sounding and no one was rushing to mosque, but this morning it's the complete opposite. And that's because today's Friday, which is the Muslim holy day, and there's no more room in the mosque, so the worshippers have actually spilled out onto the street. And notice that it's all men, no sign of the women anywhere. Now in the States, we're always taught that Muslims pray towards the east, but that's not necessarily accurate. They're actually praying towards whichever direction Mecca is relative to where they are. So here it's more southeast. So if you ever get lost in a Muslim city, just look at the direction the Muslims are praying. How is this for a restaurant with a view? Good God, this kebab meat is dry. No sauce or anything. So although alcohol is legal in Turkey, I guess it's mainly only served in the tourist areas. So I ordered tea instead. Now although Turkish chai is famous worldwide, it's something that only came about a century ago with the British occupation. I just got in trouble with the local police for not having my mask. Tons of locals walking around with no masks. It's actually not required in Antalya, but I was the only tourist on the street and he told me to put it on, but whatever, I'm not going to argue with them. So I've decided to switch things up a bit and try lunch in one of the local neighborhoods. Oh wow, that looks absolutely delicious. Really wish it came with some sauce though. A word of warning though, if you haven't noticed by now, the portions here are really large.
Not exactly.
Guten Morgen. I come from Germany.
Ah, you from the
I am 1 year here.
Ah,
I hate you.
okay. Where is your wife?
In Australia.
Go to her. Hello, my friend.
Good.
Did your back came?
Yeah, I came.
Abi görüşürüz. Onun zamanı gelir, sıkıntı yok. Did I saw you this one?
I saw.
No, no. He sold. No, I didn't sold you.
Okay, he told you the fact.
Yeah. Would you like some cold water?
Yeah.
You want present for who?
For my husband.
Ah, he's lucky person. Isn't he?
Behind is the Ethnographic Museum, a bit difficult to find as it's hidden away from the main street, but I heard they have some nice displays of traditional Anatolian rooms and furniture, so let's see if we can check it out. Housed in two 19th century Ottoman mansions, the museum contains dozens of colorful exhibits displaying artifacts from the late Ottoman period. Oh, this has to be my favorite street in the whole city. Oh. I didn't expect Turkish towns to be so colorful. I saw that remains of the once grand Ilmer Effendi mansion. It was built in the late 19th century and was owned by an Egyptian timber merchant. But as you can see, it's seen better days. Is this a museum or private? This building? Muzei?
Just for selling, and this building have owner.
Ah.
But owner now not here, and I'm just a friend of owner.
çıkınca demişler gezelim falan filan.
After Turkey gained its independence in 1923, much of the Greek population was exiled back to Greece, but some relics of the original Greek past still remain in Antalya, such as these Greek Orthodox churches. Nice to see a Greek church in Turkey. So for the past couple of days, I've been trying to find the city's famous broken minaret mosque, and I thought I was going crazy because I was like, it's a broken minaret, it should be visible, where the hell is this thing? Then finally one of the locals told me that this is it right here. As you can see, it's no longer broken, the entire minaret and Roman temple that stood here have been restored beyond recognition. Honestly, this kind of shit pisses me off. An iconic piece of history gone forever.
Stare dobre. To jakieś ogrody znowu są.
I am homeless.
That beautiful mosque we see right there is the Caracas Mosque. The exact date of construction is unknown, but it was built sometime in the 19th century. Ataturk House this way?
Right side.
Okay, thank you. It was the year 1930 when word got out that the founder of the Turkish Republic, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, was coming to town. The townspeople wanted to place their beloved national hero in the best villa in town. And at the time, no villa was grander than the former governor's mansion. By March of 1930, the newly refurbished villa was ready to host the country's greatest leader. Upon his arrival, Ataturk called Antalya the most beautiful place in the world. He liked it so much that he returned to the same house in 1935. In 1986, this two-story, 11-room house was turned into a museum showcasing the leader's life and time in Antalya. And because Ataturk is so revered, anything associated with him is basically like a pilgrimage site that this museum is actually free to visit. Born Ali Riza Udul Mustafa in 1881 in what's today Thessaloniki, Greece, Ataturk rose to prominence during World War I when his leadership as a field marshal helped lead the Ottomans to victory during the Battle of Gallipoli. In 1923, he officially abolished all traces of the decrepit Ottoman Empire and went on to found the Turkish Republic, uniting all the different ethnic groups in the region under one flag. It's this that earned him the nickname Ataturk, father of the Turks. Ultimately, his vision was to outlaw all elements of organized religion, but because the majority of the Turkish population were devout Muslims, he knew an outright ban on Islam was out of the question. So instead, he attempted to remove the more traditional elements by converting prominent religious sites into museums, replacing the Arabic script with the European alphabet, strongly discouraging headscarves, and giving women equal civil and political rights, a concept which was still unheard of even in most Western countries. He also modernized the country through the introduction of Western-style industry, and created what is still considered to this day to be the only true Western-style democracy in the Muslim world. Turkey is certainly unlike any Muslim country on earth. I've only been here a few days, and already I've seen condoms on my minibar menu, women in really short shorts and tattoos, mothers openly breastfeeding, and have flirted with street vendors and hotel receptionists, even making jokes about going skinny dipping. Now, of course, not all of Turkey is this liberal, but this just goes to show just how diverse Turkey and Islam are. Although the official government numbers list Muslims as making up nearly 99% of the country's religious demographic, in reality the number of devout practicing Muslims is actually far lower. While Central and Eastern Turkey are still very devout, across the rest of Turkey many young Turks are actually turning away from Islam in favor of atheism and Christianity. The women, for the most part, dress like European women and are considered amongst the freest in the Muslim world. Alcohol and tattoos are haram in Islam, yet Antalya is littered with bars and tattoo parlors. Nightclubs are also popular. Prostitution is also legal despite a strict religious doctrine banning premarital sex. For a brief period, there was even a ban on headscarves at universities and government institutions. The city at times has had a very European feel to it, and it's only the towering minarets and calls to prayer that remind me that we are in fact in a Muslim country. This is the vision that Mustafa Kemal Ataturk had for his country, a country in which Muslims can practice a secular form of Islam and in which religious traditions are kept separate from state affairs. And today, Turkey is still considered by many to be the most secular and most liberal Muslim nation on earth. But many in both Turkey and the West feel the country's current government is threatening its secular values, and clashes between secularists and traditionalists have been on the rise. Ironically, Turkey may be the only nation on earth in which the military has a legal right to intervene against the government should it start to cross the line. But as revered as Ataturk was by his people, there is one policy that many, especially in the West, take issue with. You see, Ataturk was a huge nationalist who believed Turkey should be for the Turks. So, after securing Turkey's independence in 1923, he immediately deported all the Greeks who had been living here for centuries, replacing them with Turkic Muslims from the Balkans and Caucasus. He was also notorious for his persecution of the Kurds, who he felt were refusing to assimilate into Turkish society, specifically after the Sheikh Said Kurdish rebellion of 1925, a persecution which still continues to this day. So it's kind of ironic that he united the country, yet it's still sort of divided. I wonder what Ataturk would think of today's Turkey.